Hello, and welcome back to Factorio. As you can see, why did that open? As you can see, I have my red science array finished. We've researched everything, and it takes up a ridiculous amount of space. And I did notice on the online tracker that I should have access to my green science. Let's just look at what I've got since then. Lots of things have come in. I've got all my inserters, so setting up fast inserters will be a priority. I have rail, that's good. Because if I'm going to be doing stuff, I'm probably going to need trains pretty soon as well. I do have steel furnaces. Do I have steel, though? That's the question. I can do oil. If I can do steel, I can do oil. I do have steel. Okay. Looks like I've got a lot of stuff. We'll save the science for last there. I can get a bit. Okay, let's just get that. Why does this take so long to craft? I didn't realize it was that much. Hmm. Okay. Goodbye, pistol. Alright, so my suspicion was that we're not actually going to be able to make green science yet because it's going to require 7 components, some of which... Oh, I see some fighters down here. Maybe we'll deal with that real quick. Some of which are going to require things that I probably haven't gotten yet, but let's just see how bad this is going to be. Okay, iron ore and copper plate, that's trivial. Solid fuel we can make out of petroleum gas, although I haven't found oil yet. Rail chain signal, we did have... Um, hmm. Okay, I might need um, better trains in order to do this. Yeah, it's still showing as red. Green wire I didn't see anywhere. I don't have the ability to do logic circuits yet. Petroleum gas exists. Shotgun shell. Shotgun shell exists. Okay. So yeah, we're not doing green science today. Because I'm missing rail chain signal and green wire. But what I guess we are setting up today then is steel and or oil. I kind of want to have steel just because that's going to be useful for so many things, including piercing round ammo. Actually, let's do the very first thing I said I was going to do, which is fast inserters. Um, there we go. Is that everything I need here? I also need inserters. Okay, that was relatively easy to set up. We now have our inserters being converted into fast inserters. Now let's go kill some biters. And this is why I use the underground pipes here instead of just regular pipes, so that I can run through like that. Wait, it's just worms. Were those just there this whole time? Hmm. Maybe I just never scouted those. Okay, oil. Not seeing oil. Did I get better power poles? No. Hmm. Okay, Hmm. Well, this is going to be a little bit messy, but what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to run off really far and place down some radar so that as I'm working on the other stuff, which is going to be steel, I guess, I will have radar scouting for oil for me. So, blueprint has been formed for the episode. We are placing a bunch of radar. That should scout a bunch of stuff down that way. I have radar here. I feel like this is the safest direction to expand in. Maybe that'll be enough. Let's put a radar out here as well. I think that's reasonable. And then I have to find a spot with enough space to set up steel. Steel requires a stupid amount of space, almost as much as red science. If I run up here... yeah, I didn't get any... I don't have fast belts yet. And I guess we'll come off up here. I'm just going to go down so that if I decide to expand that array, which I won't because there's no way I can produce enough science packs for that. But if I wanted to, I'd have the ability to do so. And I guess we'll take this maybe out to where the coal is. Because eventually I'm going to want a train of... Well, am I going to want a train of coal coming in? I don't know. Anyway, we'll just put that there. And that should... maybe we'll put one by this copper too. I just want to get these done first because it takes a while. As you can see, I was waiting several hours to craft all of my science with just this, and it's still not finished exploring some of the radar. So I really want to get these radar out quickly. Get them out early so I can have them working. And I guess maybe I should have been putting turrets at these as well, but whatever. Place for trees. Well, I didn't put it at the other ones, but since I'm thinking about it, I'll just throw a bunch of ammo in there. The other ones get taken out, I will rebuild them and place a turret. Fighter expansion is on. Yeah, and I'm not going to worry about over here. There's so many trees over here that I don't really want to do anything in that area anyway. So where would I put steel? Here? Here? Maybe over here. Thinking, if I take this nest out, this might be a relatively clean area. So yeah, over here might be relatively safe. A little bit far from where my iron ore is, though. Well, I've got a bunch of iron here, so I guess if I take this iron and this coal here, I can do that. My trains, I do need iron for that. I need stone as well, interestingly. Well, there's some stone here as well. Yeah, so we can set this up and then do something with trains, maybe. Eventually. Trains aren't happening in this episode, but I do love trains and I will be doing them at some point. But, at this point, we're just going to set up steel and call it a day, I think. So, since I'm back here anyway, let's just put a gun by the radar. Alright. Steel. I have a blueprint for it. It is 24 furnaces long, just like the other one. And if I'm looking at this right, the left side is the input for iron and coal, as well as the output for steel. That is fine. That just means that it's all going to be going to the train in the same spot. So the thing about this, I'm not going to be building all of this, but as far as ratios go, iron to steel is actually quite interesting, or it's quite simple, I should say, because we have the iron comes in, and the iron is smelted and then turns into steel. 5 iron goes to 1 steel. Iron takes 1/5 the time that steel takes. So 5 iron goes to 1 steel, but we can have 1 furnace working on each and it works out. The ratio is perfect for that. However, because steel is 5 times longer than iron, this 24 long array, which perfectly saturates a single yellow belt, only saturates 1/5 of a yellow belt when it comes to steel on the output, which is why I have 5 of these set up. This is also going to require a stupid amount of iron. Fortunately, there is a stupid amount of iron over here. So that is sort of the plan. I will set up the first one on camera, and I probably won't even bother setting up the other ones until I have bots, honestly. Which is advanced circuits, which is oil. Can I make advanced circuits? I can. Can I make flying robot frames? I don't know. It's gonna be a while. I don't know meaning no, I can't. I don't know if I'm gonna do it then. At the moment, I just want some steel. Yeah, steel furnaces would be nice. Time to grab a bunch of stone. Should just grab it from the chest, but I want to clear these for some reason. I'll probably have a rail coming through here. And if I look at my blueprint, 109, okay, I have enough belt, I have enough underground, I have enough splitters. I have enough of everything on me, except for the furnaces. So I just need 100 furnaces, roughly. 96. Yeah, and green only gets me so far. Let's just get some of those done. Get the factory doing stuff. Where's my stone? All the way back here. I actually haven't set stone up yet. We need 100 furnaces at 5 apiece. It's 500 stone. Should be 96. Just what I need. I don't really need any more here. I guess we'll grab another stack of these because I'm going to use quite a few. And this is going to be a lot more interesting, I think, once I get trains set up, which I do plan on doing. Trains are fun. I don't know, it's 48 per side. And also once you get bots, because a lot of this, the tedium of this kind of thing gets sorted out. This is how early game Factorio is. A lot of people do start with bots. I think I mentioned this previously. People will start with bots in their inventory just to speed up the early game part. I've never really minded just kind of doing this sort of thing, although I guess from a video perspective, doing a let's play of this, it might be better to have it go faster, because actually I can just hold, can't I? Yeah, right. Okay, this one I can't quite do the same way. The issue here, we have a double belt down the center, so I'm pulling off of one line, but I'm pulling off from the same line for both. And this is just because I need coal to feed these innermost. The innermost furnaces. Go. And we've already got power out here because I put that radar, so this is easy enough to hook up. All right. And I think I need my power poles still. Did I do this one? I already did that one, okay. It's hard to see the power poles on the Ghost sometimes. And that gets rid of the power indicators, which is good. Because now it's really obvious where you have the power cables. Now, this doesn't take too long to set up, actually. It's not bad. And the last thing that we're going to need then is to get the belts sorted out. Which I think is just this. Unfortunately, I can't just pull this because it's going to try to be efficient with placing the undergrounds as far as possible, and I don't want them as far as possible, because this trick will allow me to have power poles. So it's not really a trick, it's just this setup is it'll let me have the power poles in the middle here so I can get all of these inserters set up the way I would like. Okay. Well, that's it. That should be a steel array. So I need coal coming down the center. So this is the coal line. This is coal. This is iron. Hmm. To do, I meant to do that. So, okay. This is steel coming out. And because I do not have trains set up yet, because I don't have steel yet, we are unfortunately going to have to do something kind of ridiculous like this for the moment. We could do that and have steel along here. I don't actually have room to get it through this way, though. In fact, I think we're actually going to have to do it like this. Here, we can get this iron finally connected up. It's not important. Why does this bother me so much? Start doing something and immediately regret it. There we go. Here's iron. Rotate that so it's facing the right way. And we did need iron ore for our green science anyway. So that gets us iron. And I guess then what we're probably going to do is something like this. That'll get us iron and coal for now. And surprisingly, we ran out of belts. That is why we set up the arrays in advance, so that we don't have to build things ourselves. Let's just clean this out, and... Which one was on top? Was it coal on top? I think it was, right? Yes, coal is on top. Okay. So coal is connected up. And iron is connected up. We found oil. What's the yellow dot? Oh, I just left a turret down there. Whoops. Okay. I was clearing out some nests earlier. Well, we have oil. That's actually very good. Maybe we'll go set that up today too then, because this went pretty fast. Make sure that this is working as intended. Getting iron. And once we get 5 iron plates in one of these, we should get steel. There we go. Takes quite a long time. And it looks like we're getting steel on both sides, so I didn't mess up the inserters. Looks good. Yeah, so this will be 1/5 of a belt, assuming that there's enough iron and coal. The other issue with this setup is I'm actually going to need multiple lines of iron ore coming through here if I'm having this outputting at full capacity. All right, now that that's done, I actually need steel for pump jacks, don't I? So we take a little bit of a break from building, I guess, to go shoot at a bunch of fighters. Shotgun shells. Since I don't have a lot of steel yet, let's experiment with this. I don't really use the shotgun that often. Or at all. We won't use the shotgun here, because this is pretty close. Okay, we lost a turret. Yeah, this is way better than trying to do this with a pistol. Repair these so that they don't take up extra inventory slots. Those damaged turrets will take separate slots. Somebody beat the wall of flesh. I haven't played Terraria in a while. Not really my favorite game. I don't know, I used to really like it, and then I just stopped liking it. I'm not entirely sure what happened. What happened there? Yeah, I don't know about this. Alright, well, that's another nest down. Maybe we'll actually stop for there. I'll wait for a bunch of steel to stockpile, and then I'll start with oil next time. I will see you then.